Hi, you guys. I'm Heidi. I am making today a creamy chive polenta with Italian baked tofu and roasted vegetables. And I chose this because I have been craving creamy polenta lately, and I don't ever get it at the restaurant, well, very rarely, because it's loaded with cream and butter. And so obviously not very good for you. So I am challenging myself with this assignment to, first of all, make polenta for the first time and make it without the cream and the butter. So I'm instead going to use vegetable broth and avocado oil to kind of give it that richness, I guess. So I have everything here. So let's see. So for my carbohydrates, I have cornmeal, and it's whole grain, and it's got the corn germ and the bran left with it. So that makes it fibrous and healthy for you. The vegetable broth that I'm going to cook it in. Let's see, where is I have my protein is extra firm tofu, and my healthy fat is the avocado oil, extra virgin, so it's unrefined and not processed. And then for my vegetables, let's see, I have broccolini, I have my basil and my chives, that's for the vegetables. I have, green peas. Let's see, I'm gonna roast mushrooms and garlic and red bell pepper, along with the cherry tomatoes. And then just to kind of add on top, I'm going to do fresh parsley, and I'm going to toast up some raw pine nuts for a little bit of extra flavor and crunch, just to add texture to the dish. Seasonings are salt and pepper. I have Italian seasoning, and I have some red wine vinegar for the to soak the tofu in before I bake it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to season the tofu with the vinegar and the spices and bake that. And then I'm going to toss all the vegetables with the avocado oil and then the Italian seasoning, and then roast those. And then I am going to make my my cornmeal, which is polenta, with all I'm going to do is just use vegetable broth and avocado oil. So I have my healthy carbohydrates, my healthy fat, and my protein. Let's see, so the micronutrients I'm getting a lot of vitamins A and C and K from tomatoes, bell pepper, let's see what else. Let's see, the broccoli, broccoli has fiber, iron, calcium, and potassium. That's right. The peas have vitamins A and C and fiber. I think the chives have a lot of vitamin K, A and C as well, but they're really high in vitamin K. And let's see, the mushrooms, I feel like mushrooms have a lot of, what's that weird thing called, manganese? No, it's potassium. What has manganese? Something has manganese. The garlic has manganese. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of just different kinds of, I feel like it's a good variety of micronutrients, and I'm getting all of my macros in, and it's all plant-based. So I'm going to go cook it up, and then I'll show you the results. Okay, you guys. How am I going to? I don't know how to get this. There it is. the good tofu. It's kind of hard to see, I guess. There's tofu, there's the broccolini. The polenta is kind of laying under, it's like a bed. And then all my roasted veg is on top. So this was actually a really easy recipe. It was just a lot of chopping of vegetables and tossing them with the avocado oil and the herbs, and then same with the tofu. It was like slicing it up in slabs and tossing it with all the ingredients and then just baking all of it together, which was really easy. The one thing that I did find challenging was the making the polenta. So when you have to boil the liquid, which I used vegetable broth, and then you have to pour the polenta in. And I just dumped it in with a measuring cup, and it got kind of lumpy. And so I think next time I'll use a whisk. I'll whisk it in so it doesn't make lumps. And it still, even then, it didn't reach the consistency. Like when I get it in a restaurant, it has like this really almost like mashed potato texture. It's like fluffy and rich and holds up pretty well. And this is kind of, it kind of lays flat. It's a little bit more dense. So there's some tweaking that can be done with that. But the flavor is really good. Everything tastes phenomenal. This is a dish that I would absolutely eat over and over again. So the, let's see, what are the questions? How it's going to benefit. I know, so normally in my diet, I eat a lot of like cheese and I eat a lot of dairy and a lot of, usually I eat meat, but like lean meats. So I feel, and dairy really makes me feel kind of bloated and heavy because I'm a little bit lactose intolerant. So anyway, so I think this kind of food, just like vegetables and whole foods, is really going to make me feel a lot better. Just kind of in general, I won't feel quite so like bloated and kind of like a heavy stomach all the time. And hoping that I have more energy, just because of it, you know, all the nutrients that you're getting. I'm really hoping that I get a lot of energy out of it. So, and as it pertains to my SMART goals, I know that for like my stretching, I want to be able to do the splits, and I know that the calcium in a lot of those vegetables will help with the stretching. And then I am bench pressing and doing a lot of push-ups. So I know that the protein that I get from that tofu is going to help a lot. I know that the carbs, I usually don't eat carbs. I kind of bought into the whole don't eat carb thing. So I really don't eat a lot of carbs. So I'm hoping that these whole grain carbohydrates will give me some natural energy as well. Just to kind of power through the workout, rather than just relying on coffee, which is what I always do. So anyway, this was a fun experiment, and I hope you try this meal because it's really good. All right, bye guys.